Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start our new lesson number 9, frames. In previous lesson we learned hyperlinks. Okay, students? So let I explain to you what is a frames. Normally a browser displays one document in a window. To display multiple documents in a single window, you can use frame. A frame is a rectangular region in a window. There can be many frames in a window, each displaying a document. Frames have the following advantages. Number 1. Frames make your site easier to navigate because you have a constantly visible navigation menu. Second, frames can make your site faster because you can include the site theme, that is image, logo, etc. and the navigation menu in frames that do not have to be downloaded each time a visitor visits a new page. Only the content of the page changes. Third, using frames makes it easier to design and maintain your site. Fourth, frames can make your site more interesting and also allow advertising banners to be permanently visible. Okay, students? This is the advantages of frames. Okay. If you want to see the multiple document in a single window, so you can use frames tag in a HTML. Now students, you can see the following diagram I have shown to you. In that diagram, you can see the frames. 3 frames are there. Okay. Next. Frames. There are 3 HTML elements used to set up a frame document. Okay. First one, the frame set. What's the use of frame set? This element defines the rows or columns in a frame. Second, the frame. This element specifies a document that is to be displayed in a frame. Third, the no frames. These elements is used to indicate content that should be displayed when the browser used in unable to display frames. Okay, students. So if you want to set up your frame using the HTML coding, so you can use these 3 types of frame setup. Okay. Now, frame set tag. The combination of 2 or more frames is called the frame set. Okay, student, what is meant by frame set? Here I have explained to you. The combination of 2 or more frames means more than 1 frames is called the frame set. To use frames, one document must define the frame set so that the other documents can be displayed in each of the other frames. This document is called the frame set document or just frame set or short. Okay. A frame set document uses the frame set element instead of the standard HTML element body. The frame set element specifies either a series of rows or series of columns. Understood, students? Okay. Now you can do this. These are the tags of frame set. Open tags and close tags of frame set. Attribute, rows, equals to value percentage. Bracket defines the number of rows in the frame. मतलब आपको कितने रोज चाहिए वो आपको वहाँ पे डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा in the bracket when you are going to give the tags of frame set. Columns, same thing for columns also. Here also you have to write the value and give the number of columns in the bracket. Next, syntax. Value, a numeric value in pixels. Value, percentage. This is a percentage value between 1 to 100. मतलब आप percentage value किस में measurement कर सकते हैं? 1 to 100 के बीच में. Value. What is meant by value? A single character is a relative size frame and is interpreted as a request to give the frame the remaining space. If multiple relative size frames are specified, the remaining space is divided among them. Follow the code for frame set element defining rows and columns. Okay students, the following diagram I have shown to you. You can see in that diagram it is a syntax or path for the rows and columns. I have circled them, highlighted them. Can you see? Okay. And next diagram I have shown to you the result of the web page. Means whatever HTML tags you have given in the HTML document, so like this result you will get. Understood? Can you see? Rows and columns in a different colors I have shown to you. Okay students? Good. Next, formatting frames using attributes. Inside a frame set element, the frame element is used to specify the name of a frame and the first document that should be displayed there. This document must be used for each row or column as specified in the surrounding frame set element. Okay students, so you have to code here for the frame set attributes, open frame set tag and close frame set tag. Now attributes, I have shown to you in this picture how you will get the attribute. src, path of file name of URL. URL मतलब your website address. Okay, name, any string, name of frames. आपको अगर फ्रेम को नेम देना है तो. Scrolling, yes, no or auto. Margin height in pixels, margin width in pixels also. Frame border 0, 1, yes or no. No resize, disable sizing of frames. Okay, using the src, name, scrolling, margin height, margin width, frame border and no resize. Okay students, now what is meant by src? This is the only required attribute for the frame tag. The value of this attribute is the URL, path or location of the document you would like to be displayed in the frame. Sorry. Okay students, so what is the use of src tag? src tag से आप कौन से एट्रीब्यूट दे सकते हो? URL. URL मतलब आपकी वेबसाइट का एड्रेस. ओके, आपका वेबसाइट का पाथ और लोकेशन. आप इसमें टाइप कर सकते हो. ओके. नेक्स्ट, नेम. This allows you to label your frames so that you can open new pages in specific frames. If you do not name your frames, all links will open in the frame that they are in. Okay students, so what is the use of name attribute? It is allows you to label your frames. अगर आपके लेबल को आपको नाम देना है तो आपको ये नेम एट्रीब्यूट का यूज करना पड़ेगा HTML कोडिंग देते समय. नेक्स्ट, no resize. As the name suggests, the no resize attribute prevents the visitors from resizing the frames. Observe the code given below and notice the resize attribute. Okay students, so what is the use of no resize attributes? I shown to you one diagram. Can you see this diagram? Here I have circle in a red color. So this is a no resize. It is a coding for the web page. It is a HTML coding. Can you see? Okay. Now next diagram, you can see the result of that coding, no resize. Okay students, so if आपने अगर no resize attribute दिए है फ्रेम के लिए तो आपको ऐसा वेब पेज डिस्प्ले होगा. ओके. नेक्स्ट, स्क्रोलिंग. This attribute indicates the behavior of a scroll bar on your frames. If the frame is larger than the browser window, a scroll bar will appear. If you do not want the scroll bars to appear there, put scrollings equals to no in your frame tag. The yes option indicates that there will always be a scroll bar on the frame. The option auto allows the browser to decide whether to show a scroll bar or not. Okay students, अगर आपको फ्रेम में स्क्रॉल बार दिखाना है, अप एरो डाउन एरो ऐसा दिखाना है, तो अगर आप उसमें स्क्रॉलिंग के लिए यस लिख सकते हो. अगर आपको नहीं चाहिए तो जब ये आप एट्रीब्यूट दोगे, HTML कोडिंग दोगे फ्रेम को लेकर, तो वहाँ पे क्या करना है, इक्वल्स टू नो. और अगर आप ऑटो कर रहे तो 50% एस और 50% नो होगा. अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ स्क्रोलिंग एट्रीब्यूट इन HTML? नेक्स्ट, फ्रेम बॉर्डर. This attribute allows you to add or remove borders from a single frame on your page. Use the values S or 1 to enable borders and no or 0 to disable borders. Understood students? What is the use of frame border attribute? ये आपको क्या करती है, आपकी बॉर्डर्स को फ्रेम में से निकालती है. अगर आपको बॉर्डर चाहिए तो आप क्या करोगे, HTML कोडिंग देते समय आप वैल्यूज में S और 1 को टाइप करोगे. अदरवाइज आपको अगर बॉर्डर नहीं चाहिए तो आप HTML में वैल्यूज में नो और 0 को टाइप करोगे. 1 मतलब एनेबल बॉर्डर्स एंड 0 और no मतलब disable borders. Understood students? What is the use of frame border attributes? Next, no frames. The no frames elements contains the content that should be displayed when frames are not supported. No frames is typically used in a frame set document to provide alternate content for browsers that do not support frames or have a frames disable. When used within a frame set, the no frames must contain the body element. There must notice the following example no frame tag. Okay students, the following diagram I have shown to you. Look at this diagram. It is HTML coding for the no frames. Okay students, and this is the next diagram. It is a result of your previous diagram. It is a web page of no frames. हमने वहाँ ऊपर नो फ्रेम्स HTML कोडिंग दी थी, तो यहाँ पे कोई भी फ्रेम नहीं आई है, सिर्फ सेंटेंस दिखाई दे रहा है. अंडरस्टूड नो फ्रेम्स का मीनिंग? ओके. नाउ नेक्स्ट, फ्लोटिंग फ्रेम्स. अनलाइक अ फ्रेम सेट रीजन, a floating frame exists inside a normal web page as in inline object, much like an image. An iframe tag element places the floating frame on the page. The iframe tag has most of the attributes of a frame tag: name, src, margin width, margin height, frame border, and scrolling. It also has height, width, and align, which work in the same way they would for an image. The following example explains the usage of floating frames. Okay students, so the following diagram here I have given you HTML coding for the floating frames. Can you see? Now in the next diagram you will get the answer of the floating frames on the web page of previous codings. देखो इस तरह से वेब पेज डिस्प्ले होगा अगर आप फ्लोटिंग वेब पेज देते हो तो. सी हियर आपको पिक्चर दिखाई दे रहा है, फ्रेम भी दिखाई दे रही है, स्क्रॉल बार्स भी दिखाई दे रहे हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो दिस वे यू कैन मेक फ्रेम्स with the help of HTML coding to your web page. इससे क्या हो सकता है, हम एक ही पेज पे 2-3 पेज देख सकते हैं with the help of frames. Okay, I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you.